Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk about Norway Oil Fund. Norway Oil Fund is a fund that, as a resource-rich country, Norway is saving its oil wealth for the next generations, and it makes investment all around the world to actually prevent the overheat in Norwegian economy. So when you go and look at today's news, you see that Federal Reserve Bank of United States really took a unusual step without waiting it is scheduled meeting. Fed lowered down interest rate that much low, 0 to 0.25%, and it's going to make a additional injection of 700 billion dollars to the American economy, which means that there's a global panic about these, just because of the coronavirus and other related issues. So let's get back to this. Once there's that kind of panic in the global financial markets, and Norway Oil Fund made a lot of investments in the financial markets, definitely it's going to have implications for the fund's investments also. So let's look at this return rate. As you can see, its return rate is 6.1%. It's very important. Why it is very important? Because Norway Oil Fund every year transfers 4% of its assets to the state budget. So, which means that there's a very strong fiscal rule. 4% of the state budget is going to be transferred to the state budget. Which means that return rate is quite satisfactory. So also, if we look at the investments, generally investments are made in the equities, in the stocks. As you see, these famous companies like Apple, Nestle, Microsoft, and Samsung. Norway Oil Fund is a stockholder of these companies together with these 9,200 other companies. So let's scroll down and see that investments part. So when we look at the investments part, we see that the investments are mainly given in terms of equities, fixed income, and real estate. So if you look at equities, which means that equities, as you see, these are the equities, which means that stocks all around the world, from Australia, from just the Tanzania, Nigeria, even the Canada, so on and so forth. So then we see these fixed income. So which means that fixed income stands for the government issued bonds like T bonds. And when we switch to real estate, we see that on the real estate there are just a few places: United Kingdom, United States, and others. So let's get back to this. How we invest part. So how we invest part actually shows us the breakdown of total investment. As you see, up to 70% of the investment is going to be allocated for the stocks, up to 7% is for the real estate, and up to 30% of the investment is made on the bonds issued by the governments and other related organizations. So to prevent overheat in Norwegian economy, these almost yeah 900 and more than 950 billion dollars have been invested all around the world. So there's a problem about this issue because as all these investments are made in the financial markets, if the financial markets have a distress, it's definitely have implications for the fund. Stay healthy, stay tuned. See you next time.